I'm getting ready for tea hunting. In my Gaiwan, there is what I consider a good donding. This will set the standard for today's hunting.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you too. Hey, you go to Taiwan many times?
Taiwan first time, China many times. My first contact picked me up, but the first stop is for breakfast because we need something in our stomach before we drink tea, right?
Yep.
We made it to the factory. Actually, this is the roasting room, and they have selected for us, or actually for me, a few teas to try. What do we have here? What teas do you have?
This is more the roasting oolong tea, the culture dongting oolong tea.
So this is higher roasting.
Yeah, higher
You
roast.
mentioned this is lao cha, so it is old tea from many years ago.
Yeah, about 8 years to 10 years.
8 to 10 years old, and it is rebaked every year.
Yeah,
And on the back here, these two,
these two is now to this year.
Jinyanda.
Jinyanda,
This is this year tea.
roasting, and the more dalang and the more 味调.
Okay, so it is a little bit of everything. There is more roasting, but there is also longer withering and longer oxidation.
Yep.
All right, let's try. Two shauke,
3克
3
3克
3 grams.
3
顺装就有都即个就捏到伤定啊！你个顺装有都还未开咧，你咪。
maybe 6 minutes.
These were baked there or there?
你这个是用电杯还是铜杯
即种只有碳培做，
？This one have the
So this one is with charcoal.
yeah
即都有碳培，啊，只有电杯。
这个 this one
Electric. Electric
yeah
oven.
yeah. My dad used to say you can smell more time because the dongting oolong you smell more then you will the smell more smell more time you will smell more.
啊，这就是咱今年有摕即班要当比赛。
And also we have this one go to this year tea competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first tea is without any roasting. It has a nice milky taste. Interesting. Those oolong pinjong.
Those oolong.
So they are all Chin cultivar.
Because our tea competition only can use the
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
because you use the other is the all out.
It's not allowed.
你这品种无共咧。
冇嘅啦。
First time roasting, so the roasting is not yet completed, but it's very nice to see the shades of color and the shades of roasting in the mouth. You don't have any more that milky, creamy taste, and yeah, it's like baked cookies a little bit. And this is completed. The roasting is this year and the roasting is being completed. Very interesting. It's the first time that I have the possibility to taste the same tea with 3 different levels of roasting. Yo ichu, no yo chu.
有趣
Yochu.
interesting.
Yeah. And this is lao cha.
Yeah.
I think I stay with this a little bit longer because the tea with the high roasting have a stronger aftertaste, and if I mix them, then I don't know which one is which. You know, it's better to taste a bit longer this one. Do you do also different level of roasting, or usually this is your standard roasting?
We have more.
You have different levels.
Yeah.
Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Yeah, because we don't see the tea weather and the temperatures.
Mm.
Yeah, we check.
Oh yes, you can. When it is the last time that you roasted the lao cha?
上次烘焙的时候，
这已经拢上十，
无啦，你讲你们头去韩国当时啊，
韩国单差不多那一个月呢，
到 1 month。
1 month.
1 month。
最个
哦，
虎皮棍啊变啊，最近的一变就是一个。
The more have many time roasting, the less roasted is the about 1 month ago.
1 month. And this one?
This one is
这拢这培要半年以上啊。
this one is about 6 months.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
Ah, so this is last year, it's not this year thing.
No, but this is last year.
Okay, okay.
Last year. Yeah.
So
this one,
this is
this year.
this year, last year, many years ago,
Yeah.
6 months. Okay, interesting. Because in the lao cha, you can really taste the old tea, because although it was baked recently,
Yeah.
it is actually, the roasting is less strong than this one,
Yeah.
because you have all the taste from the old tea.
这就较正式咱当然地啦，但是就是讲。
This one you test, you have a smell, like out.
In the front of the mouth.
Yeah, because this one is more good to make the Dongting Oolong.
The second one.
If you test like this, it is very okay. It's very good to make the Dongting Oolong tea because they have a smell. They have a good smell. Yeah. You can try again.
Actually, I really like the first two. They're probably very similar, it's just this is a tiny bit more roasted, but also the first one is very nice. There is no bitterness, no astringency, is extremely smooth. And then I like a lot the lao cha. The third one, I'm not 100% sure. I think the third one is actually better than other teas that I had before. I'm not so sure if this level of roastiness is covering a little bit too much the taste of the leaves. What I have here is the first one, the one that has not yet been roasted, so you can clearly see on the leaf the oxidation, those brown spots. This is a good sign, it's not too green. I mean, generally speaking, it is maybe 20% oxidized. Yeah, you see some brown spots, certainly more pronounced than what I've seen in the past days. In this roasting room, they use two different methods for roasting the tea. They do the roasting in the oven here. Now we first put back the leaves in the oven very quickly, and they have like a shape of a little mountain. Now we are waiting that the temperature raise back to about 123, 124 degrees. Do you see here all this white powder? This is caffeine. And now that the temperature has reached the right level, the leaves are spread flat. And on this side here, you see the other type of roasting with charcoal. So your father prepared for us other two teas. What do we have here?
The old two is this one. The two is same, but this is more roasting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one is with more roasting than the other, but it's actually the same original tea, right?
Yeah.
So we have here Lao Cha, so old tea with two different levels of baking, lighter and stronger. Moreover, the last baking was done with charcoal, not in the electric oven. What? So I start with the light roasting. The Lao taste is Lao Wei.
Lao way.
Lao Wei. Very
Smell.
even stronger than the one that we had before.
这就是内底有一个原味，有一个葱味。
What is it saying?
But this one is have a no. This one have a an old tea, the original smell like a
Oh,
cham.
okay.
Cham.
I like both. I cannot tell which one I like best.
迄个葱味共配掉，共无啊。
对。
要唔知要食这啦，较好食啦。
They both have so clear Lao Wei.
No way. Yeah.
I think I like a little bit better the darker one because the woody is more there. The wood charcoal taste is more present.
Yeah. So my father said you will like this one.
Ah, he said that.
Because
Okay.
because in the old time, in the future, we don't have the like in the old time don't
Yeah.
have this one. Because
Oh.
we make our tea, we will put in.
Without the bags. So you were saying in the old time you didn't have vacuum.
No,
bags.
no can, and put in the
Storehouse. Yeah.
In the Chinese mean the tea have a storehouse
Smell.
Yeah.
So this one has a storehouse smell.
Yeah. Now we people call it is storehouse smell.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
So my father said you like is a storehouse
smell.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you see here is three old teas. They are about 20 years old, but there is a difference between the three of them. You see that the central one is a little bit darker than the other. And this is also reflected in the color of the cup. Why? Because these two, 1 and 2, were actually not baked, were left just aging over the years, while the central one was rebaked over the years. All right, let's see the taste. I of course will start with those that have not been roasted. Very exciting actually. This one is a tiny bit darker. Okay. It's interesting. The color is very similar. The taste is not. The first one here, it has some sourness. Very pleasant. Very pleasant. Some sourness and is relatively mild. Relatively. The second one is a little bit older in taste, but also less interesting. It's like more flat, if you want. There is not this sourness that is bringing some movement in the taste. And now with the central one, that is the one that was roasted recently. Well, of course, you taste the roastiness. You still have also that aged tea feeling for sure, but of course less present than the two. I would say that between the three, for me, for my personal taste, I really like the first one because you get not only the old taste of the leaves, but also this additional slightly sourness that is somewhat interesting to me. having quite a treatment today. We have here the 10th tea this morning. It is a traditional charcoal baking donding. The roasting is not so present. It's not overwhelming. I was expecting, much more, much stronger taste, but it's actually very clean. This is also from last year.
这个是去年还是今年？
一过年
哦，去年 last year。
Last year, yeah. It's I would say that this is pretty much the level of roasting that I like. Yeah. It's really nice. It's a complex roasting. You don't have that, very strong, almost overwhelming roasting, but this has more complexity for me. Yeah. It has been a really great start into the day. I've got a few samples of the teas that I like the most. And now let's move on to the next destination in Lugu. He's afraid of the bag. I was really lucky today. I have actually already completed my day, I could say, because I have visited two places and both were, for different reasons, very successful. I came on the top of the Donding mountain to visit another farmer. It wasn't easy because they don't want any pictures, they don't want any photo, they are very afraid of copyright. It was really a little bit unclear to me, but as a matter of fact, I couldn't really take any filming, any photos inside there. They are one of the few, if not the only place here in Donding that still process the tea completely by hand, having the shaching, the kildegreen done in the wok, and also the rolling still done like in the old days, where it was not really compressed in very small balls like we've seen before, but really a little bit looser, let's say. You can actually see their place on my right, on the other side of this field. That's where they have their processing and also their house. And actually at the end I convinced the lady to take a picture with the father of his husband, who is actually the original farmer that processed the tea. However, they are keeping the photos on their phone. They didn't want to take those photos with mine, and probably they will send me the photos only if tomorrow I get their tea, if I will buy their tea. The roads here are really quiet. There is just a car passing by every now and then, and otherwise is super comfortable. I just asked them where they have their tea gardens. They told me that some are here on Donding, but on Donding there is very little planted, as we've seen, and therefore they have further gardens in Lugu on other places here in the township. And what you saw just here on my right is actually their processing place, where they have the wok and where they process their tea. And now I will just walk by the place where they live, because before the lady came here to call the father of his husband. Their tea, however, is very pricey. You really pay for the handmade process and for the quality of the tea itself. I will certainly get some, because you don't have often an opportunity to put your hands on that type of tea, but I will also buy some other Donding, more affordable, from other producers. Maybe the one I just visited before this place. Actually, Donding looks higher from here, from the top, than seen from down there. That's actually the road that I took yesterday when I went by foot to Fenghuang. Now I have to think how to best spend the rest of the day. It is 2 p.m. First thing, I'll have some food because I didn't have lunch yet. So I'm walking back down to the Lugu town. And then, I don't know, I can visit a few more places, or I can just spend the rest of the afternoon tasting the samples that I got to make a final decision. I'm not so sure. Honestly, I don't think I will get tea better than what I found, because of course those two places did not came just out of the blue. I made my own research. I had friends and friends of friends and other producers and so on that gave me those contacts. And I think that if I visit the other one, well, I will get either similar tea or maybe just the usual average competition Donding. In fact, actually this, now that I think about it, is the only place that didn't mention having competition grade tea, just because they have better than that. I made it down, and now I have just to find a place to eat.
I'm back in the guest house. I'm the only guest, so I guess it is my house today. I'm feeling a little bit king here, so I set up myself at the entrance since there is everything I need for preparing tea. I have all the samples I've collected today, and now I will just start the dance. I had really a good meal on the way here. I also got enough water because although they filter the water here, the taste is not that great. So with that, I would say I have all the equipment, all the tools I need to really select the best Donding possible.